Get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Murray now on first down. He's got Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. To Connor on the check down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, this is Edmonds. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw caught here by Taylor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Second and 2. Running left, here's Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 2, Newton. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Bert, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run the counter. Edmonds. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Freeman. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On the run, this will be Anderson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That was big Geno Atkins who got upfield to make the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demetrius Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Push him back. Push him 8.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Newton throwing again. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, Edmonds. Kamal Martin there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Murray. And shedding through the tackle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll try and run forward with counter. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 29, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And they will score. It's a pick 6. Cardinals touchdown. Prater on and the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Caught by Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing again is Newton. There's Tremble, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. They go with McCaffrey, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Edmonds. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.